गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स, कैसे हैं आप लोग। उम्मीद करता हूँ सब लोग फिट एंड फाइन, हैप्पी एंड हेल्दी होंगे। चलिए, लास्ट क्लासेस में हमने डाइपोल मोमेंट के बारे में डिस्कशन किया था और ये डाइपोल मोमेंट के बारे में आज हम कुछ और क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करेंगे, फॉलोड बाय नीट 2020 के अब तक के हमारे कंप्लीशन ऑफ सिलेबस के रिलेटेड व्हाट एवर द क्वेश्चंस वर देयर, वी विल ट्राई टू सॉल्व ऑल दीज क्वेश्चंस इन अ क्विक मैनर। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट आवर सेशन विद 10 सेकंड कंसंट्रेशन। Okay, we are totally connected with each other. Our energy and frequency have been synchronized. So whatever will be delivered from here, that will be totally deep-rooted in your brain, and that will be helping you for increasing your score and confidence both. Let me know if we can start our day. And your day starts with solving this question, that which of the following molecules will have mu net equals to 0. Means what? In spite of the fact the bonds are polar, molecule will be non-polar. It's fine. I give you 2 minutes to solve this question. Actually, you should not take 2 minutes. You should solve within a minute. Still, I give you 2 minutes. You know shape of each and every molecule. Now, even at this stage, if you have to look back into your classwork notebook, or if you have to find with the help of steric number, then I think you need more practice. So just 2 minutes. Which of the following molecules have mu net equals to 0? And you will post your answer as 1, 2, 4, 5, whatever in the chat box. Have you done this question correct? Check it. All these bonds are polar, but the polarity is at 120 degree. I think this was the very first question we solved. So overall polarity 0. Whenever the molecule is diatomic and the bond is polar, the entire molecule is bound to be polar. Carbon dioxide, opposite direction polarities are there, they will cancel out, so it is 0. BF3 and NH3 both are different type of molecule. Take care, I have explained you for so many times. BF3, BCl3, all these appear like BF3, but of course it is a static number. It has 3 plus 1, its hybridization is sp3 and its structure is pyramidal, while this structure is triangular planar. So definitely NF3, all these bond polarities towards fluorine and that is away from LP. So definitely they will counterbalance each other in spite of the fact it has 3 fluorine atoms. Its dipole moment should be very high, but actually not that much. Even its dipole moment is lower than that of ammonia. Why? Because these 3 bond polarity is towards nitrogen and these lone pair also has this direction polarity. So overall polarity of the molecule is unidirectional. Okay, BeF2 opposite direction polarity, they will cancel each other. H2O definitely it will not cancel each other, and we must know that water is highly polar molecule. And yesterday only we discussed about this molecule, that if para position only single atom is present, if single atom is present or a linear group is present or a planar molecule or planar group which has equal distribution of charge, that we have seen in case of carboxylate ion on opposite side, right? Okay, so this also has 0 dipole moment. Now clear to everyone? Let me know in the chat box. Can we move? Okay, let's have a new question. Observed dipole moment for HBr is 0.76 D and bond length is 1.41 angstrom. Calculate fractional charge on each atom. So what is asked is, this is HBr, H plus delta, Br minus delta. If it would have been a complete ionic compound, it would have been H plus and Br minus. What we have to find out is what will be plus delta and minus delta. That is nothing but ionic character only. So first we will assume, first of all we should focus actually on this unit. This is unit is debye, which is actually 10 raised to minus 18 ESU centimeter. So first I will find out mu theoretical, that is assuming the charge is completely 1 unit and distance, or it is also called bond length. What is charge? We have to take charge in ESU, 4.80 3 into 10 raised to minus 10, and bond length is 1.41 into 10 raised to minus 8. So this is going to be 4.803 into 1.141 into 10 raised to minus 18 ESU centimeter. So this is 4.803 into 1.41 D. Six point seven D is mu theoretical. Now percentage ionic character is what? Mu observed upon mu theoretical into 100, which is how much given? 0.76. 0.76 upon 6.77 into 100. %11.22%. What does this indicate? That hydrogen has plus delta and bromine. Bromine has minus delta. This has plus 0.1122 charge and this has minus 0.1122 charge. If the system is polyatomic, in that case you will have to focus some extra thing also. Let me know if you can proceed. Now we are going to solve one very good question. Dipole moment of water is 1.85 D. Of course, this value is its observed dipole moment. Take care, this dipole moment is of water itself. In water, two bonds are there, OH and OH. Resultant of these two OH bonds is the dipole moment of water, which is given 1.85 D. Bond length in water is 0.96 angstrom. Calculate fractional charge on each atom. बहुत ही important question. So first of all, you should have knowledge that the bonds in water are like this. Polarity is towards oxygen, polarity is towards oxygen, and it has an angle also, that is 104.5 degree. And whatever is given to you is what you know, that is mu observed is this 1.85 knee is what you know, that is the resultant of two bonds. Whenever multiple bonds are there, the formula is mu is equals to mu1 square plus mu2 square plus twice mu1 mu2 cos theta. This is the formula. Luckily both these bonds are same only, OH and OH. So here I can say, suppose mu of OH equals to X. So I can put mu is equals to what? X square, this is OH, this is also OH. So this is X square plus X and X, so this becomes 2x square and cos 104.5. And if I remove these and in place of this I can put 1.85 also. चलो यहां तक क्लियर है सब लोगों को? So 1.85 is equals to 2x square plus 2x square. If you check in your log table, this value cos 104.5 will result is 0.2504. I will simplify this. 2x square this is almost 0.5008x square. So this will be 1.4492x square, which is 1.85. is equals to 1.204x, and therefore x is equals to 1.85 upon 1.204. And x comes to be 1.54 dy. Everything clear till this point? Let me know. What we have arrived on to dipole moment of OH, and that is also observed. Let me know in the chat box if everything is clear to your mind. Okay, this done. Now we will solve the question. Up till now we used to solve. Mu observed is equals to what? Charge into bond length. What is charge? This OH 1.54 dBi is what, you know, it is OH bond polarity, in which H is plus delta and O is minus delta. If I think that this bond is completely ionic, it will be O minus and H plus. So I will have to take this charge as 4.803 into 10 raised to minus 10, and bond length is given to me 0.96 into 10 raised to minus 8. So this is 4.803 into 0.96 into 10 raised to minus 18 ESU centimeter. 4.803 into 0.96 dBi. 4.803 into 0.96 equals to 4.61. 4.61 dBi. This is what? This is mu observed. Sorry, this is not mu observed. It's my mistake. It should be mu theoretical. We are calculating, taking it as a 1 unit total positive charge. This much clear? Now we'll find out percentage ionic character on the basis of this. Percentage ionic character. Mu observed upon mu theoretical. What was your mu observed? 1.54 upon 4.61 into 100. So your answer should be 154 divided by 4.61. 33.40. 33.40% ionic character. Now we look at the structure. It is OH. H is plus delta, H is plus delta, and oxygen is minus twice delta. So now what I am going to write is very important, and you will have to understand it yourself. Hydrogen, hydrogen, oxygen. See carefully what I am writing. It is plus 0.3340 This is plus 0.3340 and this is minus 0.6680. I hope you have got it. Have you understood yourself what I have written with this yellow color? Let me know in the chat box. So what we have done, we are given the dipole moment of a molecule. Using the dipole moment of a molecule, we have found out the dipole moment of a bond. From that dipole moment of a bond, of course, then we applied mu theoretical to find out the theoretical dipole moment of a bond. Using these dipole moment and theoretical dipole moment ratio, we found out the percentage ionic character of a bond. That will give plus delta and minus delta. So if it is plus delta on hydrogen, that will give minus twice delta on oxygen. So hydrogen will have plus 0.3340, but oxygen, each hydrogen making oxygen minus delta. So there are two hydrogen atoms that making oxygen minus delta, that is minus 2 delta. So it should be minus 0.66840. If it were ammonia and hydrogen carries 0.22, then what? Each hydrogen will have plus 0.22, plus 0.22, plus 0.22. But each hydrogen is making nitrogen minus delta. So altogether nitrogen will have minus 3 delta. So if each hydrogen atom is plus 0.22, nitrogen would have minus 0.66 charge. This should be very much clear in your mind. Let me know if you have understood. Then we can proceed. Can we proceed, students? Okay. Electronegativity of isotopes of hydrogen. A very slight difference. You must be knowing that hydrogen has three isotopes, protium, deuterium and tritium, in which electronegativity is highest of protium, then deuterium, then tritium, and atomic radii is highest for tritium, then deuterium, and the lowest is for hydrogen. Now why I am showing this? Only because related to this we can frame one question, and that is what? arrange following in decreasing order of dipole moment, and that is, let's take CH3F, CD3F and CT3F. Very good question. Now you see these bonds, CF bond remains constant in all these three cases. See that, and the polarity of bond is definitely towards fluorine, right? Now you look at this, CH, CH, CH. Carbon has electronegativity what? Carbon has electronegativity 2.5, and if it is protium, the electronegativity is 2.1. Of course, these both are considered to have the same electronegativity, but still electronegativity of carbon is slightly more as compared to that of hydrogen. So bond polarities are attracted towards carbon atom. So all these bonds will have polarity towards carbon, and this bond has polarity towards fluorine. So altogether bond polarities are in the same unidirectional. Now you see the electronegativity of deuterium is less than that of hydrogen. Means what? It will be less than this 2.1 value. Means what? Of course, this carbon will be able to pull these bonding electron pairs even strongly as compared to this, and the electron dipole moment or the polarity of the molecule will be even stronger towards carbon atom, and this carbon fluorine as electron density towards fluorine. So overall polarity again in this case will be unidirectional. Now we know that electronegativity of tritium is even less than that of deuterium. So bonding electron pair remains even more strongly attracted towards carbon. So in this case also polarity is towards carbon, and carbon fluorine bond polarity is towards fluorine. So this also becomes unidirectional. Now in this case the bond polarity of CF, CF, CF remains the same. Now you will have to compare the bond polarity of this CH, CD and CT. Now H has the highest electronegativity of H, D and T. So these bond CH, CH, CH bonds will be least polar. This will be even more polar, and this will be the most polar, and the polarity is definitely towards what? Polarity is definitely towards carbon fluorine bond only. So extreme polarity is observed for CT3F, then CD3F and CH3F. Okay, so actual answer should be this. I hope you have got the answer. Let me know. Okay, everyone comfortable? I want each single student attending the class should participate in chat box. Okay. Now we can start the discussion about the NEET 2020 paper. Okay, chalo. You should have that NEET 2020 paper ready and handy with you so that it will be helpful for you to have a look. Okay, we will start with this question number 161. I think I explain you the nature of oxide related to S block element, P block element, D and F block element. Second thing, I explain you the nature of oxide with metals, non-metals and the semi-metals as well, and I explained you and I gave you the hint that which oxides are neutral. Only 3 oxides are neutral, that is CO, N2O and NO. These 3 oxides only are neutral. Metal oxides are generally basic in nature, but they also can have acidic character also, and for that also I gave you the hint that if metals, transition metals in fact, +2 and +3 they will be basic in nature, +4 always amphoteric, and +5, +6, +7 they are acidic in nature. And few exceptions are there for amphoteric. I told you one single sentence you will have to remember, that is जनाबे अली गाए सुना करे वो सभी आसमां के 3533 प्रभु. याद आ गया आप लोगों को? सुना करे वो सभी आसमां के 3533 प्रभु. I explained you this in way much detail. I think almost half of the lecture I explained this concept, the nature of oxide. Okay, let's start. See this question. So what is the question? That match the following. Here you are given what? Here you are given different oxides, and here you are given the matching. Okay, let's see. Carbon monoxide, barium oxide, Al2O3 and Cl2O7. Now I told you to remember which oxides are neutral very clearly. Only 3 oxides are neutral. One is carbon monoxide, one is nitrous oxide, that is N2O, and the other is nitric oxide, that is NO. Now this is carbon monoxide and it should be neutral, A with 2. Now A with 2, check it. A should be with 2. So A should be with 2. Only one option, check it. They didn't have try even to confuse the student, check it. Can you understand this? They could have given some other option also in which 2 should be there. Now let's try with other. This is barium oxide. Barium is what? Barium is the second group element. Second group element means S block element. S block elements are strongly metal, and the oxide of metal is always basic in nature. Al2O3 you might have studied in your lower standard also, that Al2O3 oxides of aluminium are always amphoteric in nature. And even if you sing that song Janabe Ali, Ali means Al amphoteric in nature. Cl2O7, chlorine is what? Chlorine is non-metal, and non-metal oxides are acidic in nature. You can see this is very simple. Everyone is comfortable with this explanation? Let me know. Clear to everyone? Okay, then we can switch over to the next question. Now very basic level question they have framed over here. Which one of the following has maximum number of atoms? Atoms and maximum. And each of these has same mass. Now maximum number of atoms, here maximum number of moles. The one which has maximum number of moles will have maximum number of atoms. Now the formula is what? W upon A. W upon A means what? W upon A will give you number of moles, and the one which has maximum number of moles of atoms will have maximum number of atoms also. Now each of these has 1 gram mass, so W has no significance, so N is proportional to 1 upon A. The one which has the least One which has least atomic mass will have maximum number of moles, and hence it will have maximum number of atoms also. Now you can see this question is actually not a question itself. Why? Because if any student is appearing NEET exam after a practice of 2 years, and that too in this Corona 2020 May, actually it was the 3rd May, then May entire, June entire, July entire, August entire, and 13th of September. So almost 4.5 months students are getting more time, and they are asking this question. Okay, so the least atomic number is of lithium. Check it, least atomic number. So it is what? It is the answer. Have you got the same answer? Check me. Let me know in the chat box. Okay. Now calculate the spin only magnetic moment of Cr plus 2 ion. Means what? You are supposed to find out mu. You are supposed to find out mu, which has a formula under root n into n plus 2 Bn. Right? So for that matter, you must know the electron configuration of chromium. So chromium is atomic number 24. 24 minus 2, 24 minus 2, it is 22, and 22 is written as 18 plus 4. 18 plus 4 means what? These many unpaired electrons should be there in the electron configuration of Cr plus 2. 3d4 and 4s0. I explained you that whenever positive ions are formed of d block elements, 4s orbitals are always empty. 4 unpaired electrons, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I told you when n equals to 4, mu will be 4.90. Answer is ready. Let me know if it is clear. Everyone is clear? Now this part is not useful. Of course, if you are a bio student, of course many students over here are math students also, but as we are solving a NEET paper, definitely bio students are there, and they must be knowing some biomolecules chapter. Sucrose on hydrolysis always gives what? Fructose and glucose, and that glucose is what? Alpha D glucose, and fructose is beta D fructose. So just I am giving you information that it should be alpha D glucose and beta D fructose. Just I want to know in fact that how many of you know these facts. Please give me answer in chat box. That sucrose is a mixture of alpha D plus glucose and beta D minus fructose. Even if you don't know, then don't worry at all. I just wanted to know. Okay. Okay, now let's come to question number 135. If anyone has given answer, okay, it's fine. Let's check. For which of the following Bohr model is not valid? Not valid. So first of all, for what it is valid? So it is valid for single electron system. Single electron system. Singly ionized helium atom. Helium has actually 2 electrons. If 1 electron is removed, it has 1 electron. Applicable. Deuteron atom. Hydrogen, deuterium and tritium. All these have 1 electron. So definitely for these it will be applicable. Hydrogen atom, it is applicable. Singly ionized neon atom. Now neon is atomic number 10. Now if you remove 1 electron from this, it has 9 electrons, and 9 electron system Bohr model is not applicable. So not applicable, so actually these 3 is your answer. Are you comfortable with this question? Now the next question is from the redox reaction segment. Redox reaction segment. What is the change in oxidation number of carbon in the following reaction? Now this is CH4. Each hydrogen is +1, 4 hydrogen +4, carbon atom is -4. So carbon in this is -4. Chlorine is -1. 4 chlorine are -4. So carbon is +4. So change is -4 to +4. Answer is 2. Is it fine? I have not marked this question, but still you can try right now on my explanation. On electrolysis of dilute sulfuric acid. Dilute sulfuric acid means what? It should have water in excess and few drops of H2SO4. So this is what actually, this is actually acidified water. I have given you hint. Can you try this? You have studied this in your lower standard, I think so. What is obtained at anode is the question. Dilute sulfuric acid means what? You have taken water in excess to which you are adding a few drops of sulfuric acid, means what? You are making water acidic. So you are performing electrolysis of acidified water, right? And if you perform electrolysis of acidified water, you must be knowing, even remembering, that at anode oxidation of water takes place to produce oxygen gas, and the answer is what? O2 gas. This is as simple as that. I hope you have understood. If oxidation takes place at anode, oxygen gas is produced, and if reduction takes place, that takes place at cathode and hydrogen gas is produced. So this much should be very much clear to you and of course anyone who is appearing the NEET exam. Okay, now let's come on to this question. A mixture of nitrogen and argon gases in a cylinder contains 7 gram of nitrogen and 8 gram of argon. If the total pressure of the mixture of the gases in the cylinder is 27 bar, the partial pressure of nitrogen is what? So we have to find out partial pressure of nitrogen, and for that I must know the formula that partial pressure of nitrogen is nothing but mole fraction of nitrogen into P total. So for that matter I will have to find out the mole fraction, and for that matter I will find out number of moles of nitrogen. N of N2 is equals to mass upon molecular weight. 7 upon 28 is 0.25 mole. Number of moles of argon, mass upon its molecular weight, or rather atomic weight, 8 upon 40. Don't put this 14. Why? Because nitrogen is molecule, so it should have molecular weight, and argon is atom. It's an inert gas, so this is 0.20 mole. So now N is equals to what? N of N2 plus N of AR is equals to 0.25 plus 0.20, 0.45 mole. Now X of N2 is what? N of N2 upon total N, that is 0.25 upon 0.45. So I'll put over here 0.25 upon 0.45 into 27 is the total pressure. So this is nothing but 5 upon 9 into 27, and the answer is going to be 15 bar. Did you get the answer? Can we move? Okay, this question is from chapter hydrogen. Let's check it. Many of you might not have learned all the topics what I have sent in the video, but you must start doing that. Why? Because that hydrogen will also come in these upcoming exams. So you will have to prepare according to the videos I am sending you. One more video I am going to post today, so you just prepare. Each and everything you should note down for the further reference. So make a perfect notes from the video I am sending you at regular intervals, right? Even if you don't know much about hydrogen, still you can solve this question. Let me explain you. What is this? CO and H2. Do you know this CO and H2? It's a mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen, which is also known as water gas, which is also known as synthesis gas. So carbon monoxide and hydrogen mixture is nothing but water gas, or you can say synthesis gas. So CO and H2, it's a synthesis gas, and that can be joined here. Check it. This is very simple, and that you can find in three options. A is attached with 3. So these and these. Check it. Temporary hardness. Temporary hardness, you must be knowing that in your lower standard you might have studied that temporary hardness is nothing but the dissolved form of bicarbonate, and permanent hardness is nothing but the dissolved form of chloride and sulfate. So this temporary hardness is nothing but this. Now even if you apply your brain, that if you want to join these with any of these, definitely you will not join temporary hardness with electron deficient hydride, you will not join with synthesis gas, and you will not join with non-planar structure. Check it. So this temporary hardness will be joined with 1. Now B with 1, only one option is left. Still you can go ahead. B2H6. B2H6 is a dimer of BH3. Now you check it. Now if it is BH3, you can form its structure, and you know that. You see this. And I have explained you for so many times that boron is always electron deficient species. It cannot complete its octet. So B2H6 should be joined with what? Electron deficient hydride. And of course hydrogen peroxide has a non-planar structure. So its structure is like this, if you want to know. And if you form its two planes, these two planes are like this. They are on two different planes. So its structure is like half opened book like structure. The structure is like this. So here actually O single bond O is there. O single bond O is there. Here one H is there, that is O single bond O. Here H O, and another H is here. Its structure is like this. So it's non-planar or biplanar or half opened book structure. So question 143 clear to everyone? Let me know. I don't know if you have solved this question after my explanation or before I explain. I really want to know. You did it yourself? Hopefully yes. (149). Now this question in NEET exam is really interesting. The number of protons, neutrons and electrons in 71, Lu, 175 respectively are. I don't know what to say about this question at NEET level. I don't know. Protons, neutrons and electrons, this is completely neutral species, so that is very much clear that proton and electrons will be same. Now this is atomic number and this is mass number, right? So this is atomic number, this is number of protons, and if this is number of protons, then only it will be the number of electrons also. So 71 should be the first answer and 71 should be the last answer, and that such option is also one. That is question number 4. Check it. So option number 4. Did you get this? You don't have to even calculate number of neutrons even, if you have a very simple logic or a common sense even, right? Okay. Now when we started our day, of course on that day I did not mark this question. When we started our day today, I gave you total 8 structures, or rather 8 molecular formula to find out which has mu net equals to 0. This is the same question. Which of the following set of molecule will have zero dipole moment? You open that page and you find out that which option matches over here. I want to check that. Can you solve it at your own? First option is boron trifluoride. Of course, zero dipole moment means what? Mu net should be 0. Boron trifluoride, hydrogen fluoride, carbon dioxide and 1,3-dichlorobenzene. Then second option, nitrogen trifluoride, beryllium difluoride, water, 1,3-dichlorobenzene. 1,3. Boron trifluoride, beryllium difluoride, carbon dioxide, 1,4-dichlorobenzene. 4. Ammonia, beryllium difluoride, water and 1,4-dichlorobenzene. Check it. Of course I didn't give you 1,3, but I think you can understand that 1,3-dichlorobenzene is definitely polar. I want to know that what answer you are marking here. Okay, that's great. You have marked the option 3, right? You have marked the option 3. Now identify a molecule which does not exist. Now in this also, if you are student appearing NEET, right? Even if you are a good student till standard 10, right? If you are a very good student or a reasonable student even at standard 10 level, then also you know some basic facts regarding elements. You see over here, the elements are lithium, carbon, oxygen and helium. We are taught very basic fundamentals that inert gases are atomic in nature, right? Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon, these are inert gases. They never form a molecule. See, this much basic understanding is there, I think, now to the students studying in standard 5. Right? And such question is asked in NEET exam after the extension of 4.5 months. You see this. HE2 should be the answer. Now I told you very much precisely that such type of questions related to these atomic number, its IUPAC number and modern nomenclature, that depending upon the contribution of the scientist can definitely be asked. I told you before NEET exam itself, and that is appearing. Check it. So whatever I say, you will have to believe and follow very much blindly, I tell you. Now you see this unnyl anium is what? Atomic number 101. Unnyl tritium is 103. Unnyl hexium is 106 and anium is 111. Now unnyl anium is Mendelevium, correct. 103 is Lawrencium, correct. 106 is Seaborgium. I think these two elements we have learned very much carefully. And actually Seaborg discovered 101 and he suggested the name should be given as Mendelevium, and later on 106 was given on the name of G.T. Seaborg. Now anium, there is a problem here. Anium is actually rhongenium, while Darmstadtium is actually 110. So here there is a problem, and what you have to find out is incorrect match, and that incorrect match is what D4 is incorrect match, and your answer should be D3. Have you done the same? Four will be correct only. Rishi, Kushal. Okay, you might have got confused in this, but you have to select the option, then your correct option will be 3. Okay. This 111 is actually rhongenium and Darmstadtium is 110. So there is a mismatch. This much is clear to everyone? Okay, I hope it is. I think now no one is left for you. Now still I can explain you that 2 more questions you can solve. Would you like to try this question? I have, if you have attended redox reaction chapter carefully, you can have answer to this question. Of course, this question is not of redox reaction. This question is of P block element. This question number 156. Even if you don't get the answer, it's fine. But if you try, if you recollect something, definitely you get the answer to this question. And if you read the question carefully, the question itself will tell you the answer. Check it. Should I give you hint? Okay, I don't give hint even. You try at your own. And I want to participate maximum number of students. What happens max? Your answer will go wrong, right? No harm, but you will learn something, right? Now you read. What is this? This is peroxide linkage. Now you read all these names. Okay, can you read these names? Peroxodisulfuric acid. Check it. So this is peroxide linkage and the name itself is given peroxodisulfuric acid. Answer is already given. See, ये मेरी मुट्ठी में क्या है, अगर आप लोग बता दोगे ना, तो इसमें जो कैल्शियम है वो मैं तुम्हें दे दूंगा. और वो कितने हैं अगर वो भी बता दो तो आई विल गिव ऑल 5. बताओ क्या है इसका आंसर? देखो मेरी मुट्ठी में क्या है अगर तुमने बता दिया ना तो आई विल गिव कैश्यू फ्रॉम इट, एंड इफ यू से द नंबर आई विल गिव ऑल 5. This is the question. Got it? मजा आया? ऐसा क्वेश्चन है ये. एक बार एक सरदार जी से मेरी बात हुई थी, उसने बताया था कि आई हैव 2 daughters and both are girls. Now I repeat, I have 2 daughters and both are girls. मैं चाहता हूं कि आप इसके ऊपर रिएक्ट करें. हुआ कि नहीं? बिल्कुल ऐसा ही क्वेश्चन हो गया. चलो, would you like to try one more such question? But for that you will have to apply your brain a little bit more brain you will have to apply. I cannot search that question easily, but still actually in this question paper questions have been scattered somewhere here and there, so we need to search a lot. Okay, you try this question. Question 171. Maybe you don't know anything regarding this, but you should try this question. Maybe you don't know anything, but whatever you know, on the basis of you will have to find out. Whatever you know, you have to find out incorrect statement, right? The transition metals and their compounds are known for their catalytic activity due to their ability to adopt multiple oxidation states and to form complexes. मुझे इसके बारे में कुछ नहीं पता है. Interstitial compounds are those that are formed when small atoms like hydrogen, carbon or nitrogen are trapped inside the crystal lattice of the metals. I don't know anything. The oxidation states of chromium in chromate and dichromate are not same. In chromate, let's check it. Oxygen is -2, 4 oxygen -8, overall charge is -2, chromium is +6. Cr2O7 -2. Oxygen is -2, 7 oxygen -14, overall charge is -2, 2 chromium will carry +12, 1 chromium will carry +6. So in both of these, oxidation state of chromium is same and the statement is given not same, and that is how this statement is our answer. You got it? If you understood this, please mention 171 clear. फोर्थ ऑप्शन पर भी जाने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी मुझे. आप समझ रहे हैं? ओके. This is physics actually. Okay. If you have attended yesterday's class, if you have attended yesterday's organic chemistry class, I would like to request you to apply your brain on question number 141. It's a bit tricky question. It's a bit tricky question, but if you apply your brain, I think at least 2 or 3 students from you definitely can give the answer. Which of the following is a natural polymer? Natural polymer. I really want to know. At least 2 to 3 students should be there who have attended yesterday's organic chemistry session carefully. I can give you a hint also. Even after solving very huge structures, I gave you very simple structure to solve for IUPAC nomenclature, and that with that I gave you some information also. Can you recall these structure? I don't know how many of you have given answer. Can you recall these structure we solved yesterday? So the nomenclature is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is nothing but a 2-methyl buta 1,3-diene, and of course we are not much interested in this IUPAC nomenclature. Its common name is isoprene, and if it is poly, of course it has 2 isomers. I told you, a cis isomer and a trans isomer, and if it's a cis isomer is polymerized, it will be cis polyisoprene, and that cis polyisoprene is this, and that is nothing but what? That is nothing but natural rubber, and that is a natural polymer. I want to know that if anyone has given answer 4. Oh my god, I expected 2-3 students, and here I think minimum 15-20 students have given the answer. That is great. You are attending class carefully, but that remains for a short while only. So you will have to remember everything for very long period of time, and that should remain up to your next exam, that is coming to May 2022. Okay, so you will have to keep in memory all this for long period of time, and it does not remain. Definitely you know yourself more, you will have to revise it. If you think that it wipes off from your memory soon, so within short period of time you revise it quickly. And some students can retain it for long period of time. Definitely they also should revise, but they can plan after a long period, but still they also need a revision. Okay, now you go through this entire question paper and let me know that how many questions yourself you could solve. Can we check how many questions we can solve? Of course, this is very funny question, I tell you. Question number 163. Which of the following is a basic amino acid? Listen to me, you will be really enjoying this question. I don't know whether you know the answer of this question, that which of the following is a basic amino acid. And if you are a bio student, and there is a chapter called biomolecular chemistry also in standard 12, all of you are going to study, and that which of the following is a basic amino acid. 2 amino acids are basic, one is lysine and the other is arginine. Same question, I tell you, same question is asked in bio section also. Let me check and tell you. I don't know if I have I don't have all the questions right now. Let's search. From the very first question we need to start so that we can have. I missed it somewhere. Right now I'm not able to find it out. Yes, this question 24. Identify the basic amino acid from the given. Check it. Again answer is lysine. Question 24. भाई क्वेश्चन पेपर सेट करने से पहले एक बार चेक तो कर लो कोई क्वेश्चन सिमिलर तो रिपीट नहीं हो रहा है, तो वही हुआ है, चेक करो यहां पर। ठीक है, चलो नाउ बैक टू आवर अब हम चेक कर लेते हैं कि हम कितने क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर पाए। आई थिंक स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम हियर। Yes, it starts from here. How many questions we could solve? I think we should add the questions we could solve today even. This is first. One. Two, three. We will not consider this. 4. We will not consider these even. 4. 5, 6. Of course, I will consider this only because this is very simple. Electrolysis of water. 5, 6, 7. We can add these even. That is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Even this 15. So we can solve 15 questions at this point of time. 15 into 4, total 60 marks. Out of 180. At this point of time, we are in September 2020, and you are going to appear the exam in May 2022. Still there are some students. Yesterday only I got one call from the parents and they want to join for repetition of next year NEET, and the student who have secured 32 marks in chemistry. Out of 180, 32 marks in chemistry, going to a big corporate name. Having students entire nationwide, in number of students are in more than lakhs. 32 marks out of 180, and her result is 93% in CBSE when she was in standard 10. Now you see, after 2 years of studying standard 11 and 12 and 4.5 months extra practice, See, after this, if you are getting 32 marks out of 180, I think you can understand that either the student has done nothing, or second thing that, see, if you are not committed with your career, you should not take science. Because you can understand 60 marks so you can get in September 2020. So this much syllabus definitely 2 years back also I must have completed. तो इतना सिलेबस तो आप इतना ही तक पढ़ने के बाद भी 60 मार्क्स अगर गेन कर सकते हैं, तो 2.5 ईयर स्टडी करने के बाद भी अगर आपको 32 मार्क्स ही मिलने हैं, तो फिर ऐसी स्टडी का तो कोई मतलब ही नहीं. ओके, इट्स अ डिफरेंट मैटर एंड डिफरेंट टॉक. आप मुझे बताएं कि ये पेपर आपको कैसा लगा. आई रियली वांट टू नो दैट व्हाट इज योर कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल इफ दिस टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन कम्स, एंड व्हाट इज योर ओपिनियन अबाउट दिस पेपर. I want to know right now in the chat box, and I want each single student to participate in the discussion. Okay. एक और बात मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगा. देयर वर सो मेनी अदर स्टूडेंट्स हु यूज्ड टू स्कोर वेरी हाई व्हेन द corporate used to take their final exams, rank booster exam, or whatever AIATS exam, or star batch exam, and I don't know what names are there for. I don't want to name the students as well, and the all corporates exam. So they used to score, you know what, out of 720 they used to get 720 marks also, 715 marks so many times, 710 marks so many times. And those papers were really challenging and tough question papers in which they used to get 720 marks and 715 marks, 700 plus marks for so many times. But in these simple papers, you will be shocked to listen to the highest score in entire Surat yet now is 690 only with this simple paper. It's not that the 15 questions we have solved only are simple. All 45 questions, and I tell you all 180 questions are very simple in this entire paper. In chemistry, I can say 2 or 3 questions were such there. The answers of those 2-3 questions were not directly possible, but I must say these questions were also not tough. They are also simple questions. So when simple, easy, straightforward question paper is framed, I tell you, straightforward question paper is framed, the students who aim to score very high in tough question paper fails to get good marks. So students who are trying to get good rank, if you focus only and only onto tough question papers, tough questions, solving so many other books, and if you don't focus onto textbook, you are doomed. You will not be able to score high if paper is easy. You definitely will be able to score very high if all the questions asked are tough, or some or the other way they are applied questions. Definitely you will be able to solve. But if the factual questions are asked based on NCERT, and if you have ignored NCERT for the entire 2 years of period or course, definitely I tell you, you will not get good marks. This is applicable not only to NEET. This has occurred in JEE also. They were asked average 7 to 8 questions out of 25 questions straight from NCERT textbook. So it's a warning bell for all those students who are dreaming to get good marks and good rank in JEE and NEET. So please refer to NCERT textbook every after some period I write at the end of the class that refer from textbook, refer from textbook, refer from textbook, and you must do that. Please do that. Okay, now even if the paper is going to be tough or challenging, definitely I will mold you in such a way. Okay, so have faith in your teachers and do whatever they say. Okay, follow that very precisely. Okay, so let me know how do you like this session in your chat box, comment box, and in my personal inbox, so that I also get motivated to help you out more. Okay, keep learning, enjoy chemistry. Jai Hind.